Hi guys, I want to talk about builders and savers. Yep, I'm going to be talking about gears in this video, and I just thought I'd drive because I'm in between lessons and I just thought I'd drive. Did a bit of extra work this week when I didn't think I was going to. So let's talk about builders and savers. So look, 1, 2 and 3 are called your working gears, okay? And they work for you. They're gonna help you move off. They're gonna help you do turns. They're gonna help you do intricate driving in difficult things. So you do stuff in them. You turn the wheel, you do bends, you do junctions, you do things at a slower pace, but they're also quite strong. So you can build quite a lot of speed with these. They've got quite a lot of muscle. They are muscly, they're expensive, but that's okay. You know, you need to have these lower gears to help you out, to build speed. So particularly good for moving off, of course, because the car's really heavy. So you're going to need to use first gear, which is going to be very expensive because the car's heavy and it needs to get going. Do you know what I mean? So clearly you're going to need the elephant gear, as I like to call it. Strong but very slow. Elephant gear, number 1. Let's get you going with the elephant gear. Elephant eats lots of food, so first gear is really expensive. 1, 2 and 3 are expensive gears. So in a nutshell, and I mean in a nutshell, please take this with a pinch of salt. First gear is moving off from 0 miles an hour. It's the only gear that is designed to move off from 0 unless you're facing downhill and you're moving off with second on a downhill start, okay? So just to be pernickety about it. Second gear would be for slower driving if you need to do intricate things, turning corners, roundabouts maybe if they're open. It's lovely and it can be slow. It's lovely and slow if it wants to be, but it's also very strong and muscly, so you can accelerate away. It's got all that energy, yeah? So again, it's muscly and it's expensive. You don't want to stay in it for like a really long period of time, but you know, it can go slowly, but it's got that power, you know, and it's a bit expensive. Third gear, yeah, okay. We can tootle around 25, 30 sometimes, you know. 30, like if you've got a bendy 30, maybe that would be fine for using third. But when you start to get like going above 30 or even 30s that are very long and straight and there's no hazards about, then you're going to be wanting to use a cruising gear. Cruising gears are 4, 5 and 6, okay? And they're your savers, okay? 4, 5 and 6 are for your straighter roads, less hazards. I want to save money. I'd like to go and buy that dress that I saw from ASOS. You know, in my previous video that I saw that woman like walking down the street and I was like, where did she get a dress from? And the woman was like, she got it from ASOS. I'm like, thank God, I'm gonna go and buy that. So yeah, 4, 5 and 6 are less expensive. And if you can get into those, then we're gonna start saving money. Great, yeah? You wanna be in the highest gear possible to save as much money as possible at the right time, which is the point of my video. Because if you enter the gears too early, if you enter the savers too early, the petrol savers, 4, 5 and 6, the cruising gears, you're actually going to spend more money because you're asking the higher gears to do a job that they're not supposed to. So you'd use more money. So we need to get the timing right. So 1, 2 and 3 are your doing gears. You're building speed gears, your builders, your working gears, your turning gears, your moving off gears, the expensive gears. 4, 5 and 6, you've got your savers, your petrol savers, your cruising gears. Now, when I've done this roundabout, I'm just gonna... Now, listen, yeah, I'm not for a moment saying that you're gonna be driving like this, yeah, cruising about. But the word makes you think of that, yeah? But the reason why the person can do that is because there's less hazards on the road, and I'm not condoning it at all. Yeah, like keep both hands on the steering wheel for God's sake. you know, it's the only thing between you and like having an accident. You know, you want to hold the wheel nicely. But if somebody was cruising, yeah, there'd be less hazards on the road because the movement of the steering would be less. And I'm not trying to teach you that. I'm just saying the word cruising gear would make you think of that, right? Because there's less hazards about. You're not turning the wheel as much, right? So the reason why I'm making this video today is because when my student was going on the faster roads today, he was trying to get up to the higher gears like really, really quickly, and this is not the answer. So if we go from a 30 to a 60, yeah, we don't want to like go 4, 5, 6 like instantly as we go past the sign. We need to use the builders. We need to use the lower gears to build the speed, because that's where the energy, that's where the muscles are. We don't want to stop them from doing their job and try and get to the cruising gears and the savers too quickly, because they're crap at building speed. And also, if you enter them too early, they're sluggish, they haven't got any muscle, and then you're asking them to do what their working gears were supposed to have done. So it probably would cost you more. If somebody knows the ins and outs of that, feel free to comment. But, you know, if you've got your foot, if you're in like 6th gear and you've got your foot down to the floor, petrol burn, we want to use the lower gears to build the speed, yeah? And then change up into the petrol saving gears at the right time. We don't want to frantically try and get into these higher gears too quickly. And the nice thing about that, guys, is it's more chill. You can go on to your 60-mile-an-hour roads, which I know that you find stressful. Yeah, you just need more practice at it, right? But you can go on those roads and you can think to yourself, cool, right, I'm just about to go from this 30 to a 60. So you go mirrors, is there anyone overtaking me? No, I'm free to go faster. Don't change gear. Use the gear that you're in, which would probably be 3rd, right? Probably, if you've been in a busy, a sort of a parked car 30, yeah? So you'd be in 3rd, and then you'd go through the 60-mile-an-hour sign, and then you'd use the gas. If I said to my student, we need to go faster, if they changed gear, that would be the worst thing that they can do, because they're going up to a gear that doesn't have any, it has less muscle than the one before. So if I say to my student, we need to go faster, I'm not expecting them to change gear, because the whole process of changing gear and them coming off the gas and changing gear would slow them down anyway. And then we're in a pathetic gear, or a more pathetic gear than the one before that has less muscles and less oomph, yeah? And then we're going to be like a snail, like trying to pick up speed. Going to be like an ogre going up the road. We need the sprightly gears, you know. So if I say to somebody go faster, what I would expect is for them to be in the lower gear that they're already in and to use the gas, you know. And let's get that gear going. And then when we've built the speed, then we can be like, do you know what? Fancy having some money for that ASOS dress. Change into 4th. That's a couple more pennies for my dress. You know, I just went into 4th gear there, saving a couple of pennies because I can. I'm in my saver. Yeah, this 30 that I'm on, I know you can't see it, but I'm on a 30. There's just nothing here. So I might as well save the pennies for the ASOS dress. I'm in one of my savers. I'm in one of my my cruising gears, yeah? But I wouldn't want my student, if I've asked them to go faster, to change gear. That's the worst thing to do. We need to stay in that lower gear, that stronger gear. Use it to get some speed on. Sometimes you may even have to change down to get some muscle back. You know, when you've been like on a road and you're like driving along and maybe you're in 3rd, and then the nightmare happens, the bike's there. We all hate the bikes, yeah? Jokes. You're lovely, really. But you know, then you're in, maybe even if you're in 3rd or 4th, right? And then you've got the flipping bike now in front of you. And you can't overtake straight away because there's people coming. You have to slow down because the bike's making you slow down. And then You need to change down the gear to a more powerful, muscly gear. Change down maybe to a working gear, 1, 2, and 3. Give yourself some muscles to be able to accelerate away. So you might even change down to get the muscles to be able to build speed again. You definitely don't want to be trying to build speed in the higher gears, 4, 5, and 6, your cruising gears. Those are your petrol savers. Those are your ASOS stress savers. You don't want to be entering those too early. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to talk about my gears now, just for a bit. I'm going to just try and get us to a faster road in a second. But yeah, let me speed up this part of the video, yeah, so we just get to the interesting bits quicker. Okay guys, so I'm going to start talking about it from now on. Okay, so I'm just coming up to a village. So listen, I could record myself changing into gears, but actually I don't think you need an insert of gears here, guys. Like if you're watching this video, you know where the gears are, right? So let me just talk it through. All right, now I've just done a mini roundabout, so it was open, so I'm in second. Okay, but it's quite bendy here, but it's bendy, but I think third's cool because that's a working gear. I still feel like I've got a bit of control in this, you know, in my doing gears. I'm in third, doing stuff. Yeah, I'm turning the wheel, doing stuff in that. But there's loads of pedestrians here, there's shops, there's parked cars, people coming towards me. I'm staying in third. I'm in a doing gear, I'm in a working gear. This means that when I come off my gas, it will go slower when I want it to instantaneously. The overrun of this gear wouldn't maintain a high speed. It would start dropping as soon as I come off the gas, which is what I want. Yeah. Pedestrians everywhere, 23 miles an hour in this 30. Mirrors to the left, signal to left, coming up to an open roundabout speed by braking down into second. I don't need to worry about the person. Okay, so I'm in second. Checking my mirrors for the new road, increase my speed, up into third. So I use the gear to get going, 26 miles an hour. I'm in third, hello. I'm at 30 miles an hour now, checking my mirrors. I'm about to go into a 60, checking my mirrors, 30 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. Checking my mirrors, looking ahead, 60 mile an hour sign in front of me. Checking my mirrors, no one overtaking. Stay in gear, increase speed. Now there's a bike in front of me. Use the gear. Ah, yeah, good. Into fourth, saving money for my ASOS stress. Yeah, bike in front of me. Off gas. I'm in fourth, off gas. Maybe a little bit of gas now. Bike, looking. Checking my mirrors. I'm in fourth. Nah, someone's coming. Speed by braking. Down to third, so I've got muscles. Checking my mirrors. Increasing my speed, giving him space. Checking my mirrors. Back into fourth, petrol save. Bike ahead of me. Checking my mirrors. Increase my speed. Use fourth gear. Get it going. Into fifth to get money for my ASOS stress. Using fifth gear beautifully. Into sixth, more money for my ASOS stress. But I didn't use it too early because I want to get going. I'm going up a flipping hill as well, I forgot to mention. Checking my mirrors for a lower speed limit. Person in front of me is going very slow. Checking my mirrors, slowing down. Sixth gear, changing to fifth because I need more muscles. The person in front of me was going quite slow and I'm climbing a hill. I'm feeling into it. This feels okay. Going to take the next road on the left, mirrors to the left, signal to the left. Speed by braking, doing a turn from fifth, clutch down into second, fifth to second, braking, off brake, clutch coming up, turning left again, mirrors, lovely, fifth to second, mirrors. So, I think that made quite a nice point, but I'm going to turn the camera around now, just so you can see what I'm doing as well. So let me just park here. It's a very uneven bit of road. Okay, right, let's turn and look at it the other way. Insert. I know that I'm very keen to get this ASOS stress, but changing up gears will be so much kinder to your engine as well, and less emissions come out of your exhaust pipe. There is other reasons, but saving money is a good one, right? Okay guys, so I'm going to start it from here. I hope you can hear me because my temperature of my phone just lifted up too high and I'm having to put like air conditioning on like brutally. Anyway, so I'm in first and I've moved up into second. Okay, so I'm using a strong gear, working gear to be able to drive here. Yeah, I think I'll probably stay in second, it's fine. Mirrors to the right, signal to the right. I've got a closed T-junction here. So first gear on approach, down to first gear because it's a hill and I can't really see. Handbrake on, find the biting point and moving off. Okay, so first gear, let's use it a bit. Up into second, let's use it a bit. Use second, now to third, use it, use the strength, 36. Fourth, saving money for the ASOS stress. Checking my mirrors, no one overtaking. Increase my speed. I didn't change gear, increase my speed. To fifth, to save money for the ASOS stress. Increase my speed. To sixth gear now, saving the ultimate money for my ASOS stress. 55, 57, 58. 59, 60 miles an hour in sixth gear, checking my mirrors, looking really far ahead, 58, 59, coming up to 60 again, checking really far ahead, taking to the limit point, checking my mirrors, thinking about the road, signs, checking my mirrors in sixth gear, checking my mirrors, 30 mile an hour side, mirrors, speed by braking, watching my speed, braking, checking my mirrors, braking, 37, 36, and 30, down into fourth, sixth gear to fourth gear, and 29 miles an hour. So I'm in fourth, I'm considering third because it's bendy, but I'm still saving money for my ASOS stress at the moment. But I'm coming to my roundabout and it's closed, mirrors to the right, signal to the right. Speed by braking, it's closed. I'm going to be using first gear because I cannot see. There's a mirror to help me on the side, no one on my right, double checking it with my real eye, and I'm in first. First gear is the strongest gear in my car. I'm going to use it and I'm going to change to second. I'm going to use second gear and I'm going to stay in second gear for a minute. Stay in the strong gear, my doing gear. Checking my mirrors, looking ahead. Overrunning, which means no gas. Checking ahead, looking at my mirrors. Okay, now I feel happy to go to third, save some money for the ASOS stress. I know it's still a working gear, but it is still cheaper for me to change up to third instead of staying in second, checking my mirrors, considering gear down, but I don't think I need to. Speed by braking, I'm in third, braking, considering the car on my right, braking, double mini roundabout, definitely going to be second or first. So mirrors, checking, speed by braking, I'm in third, but I'm going to change down to second, so I've got some muscle and some slowness for it. Mirrors to the left, signal to the left, giving way to the person on the right at the second roundabout. I'm in first gear now because it's the strongest gear and it's the only one that's designed to start from zero. So moved off with first gear into second gear. Pedestrians on my left, mirrors. Pedestrians on my left, up into third because I think they're safe enough, and I'm in third. All right, guys. So I don't want to go on and on about it, but I really hope that this explanation of working gears 1, 2, and 3 and cruising gears has been interesting for you. So again, 1, 2, and 3 are your working gears, and your cruising gears are 4, 5, and 6. You can call them builders if you want to. It's not just builders, it's like for going slowly and intricate driving, but they are your builders when you're going to go faster, yeah? And then your savers are 4, 5, and 6 for your ASOS stress. Unless you're male and heterosexual, then you'll probably want to have some jeans. I'm sorry, I'm old, okay? I'm old. There's probably like a type of trainer that you guys like. I have no idea what that is, and I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself anymore, but just get yourself a nice pair of jeans. Right, laters.